Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name's Scott Jenkins, your host. Just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. College football week 1. We got a little bit of taste of it last week. College football week 0. Now we're on to week 1, the first full week of college football. We are going to break up the college football show into a couple episodes. We're going to do Thursday, Friday games in this show today. Then we will get another episode here. Should be out Friday for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Is this Labor Day weekend is a huge college football weekend. There is so much going on in college football. We are so excited. If you're coming on, this is the first time you joined our show, welcome aboard. College football is one of our favorite sports. I think it also has a lot of advantages to the player if they know what they're doing here. So versus the NFL, which is so dialed in, college football has a lot of variance in it. Can have some ups and downs, a little bit more, but depending on how the college kids play, because there's not as much data as there is out for the NFL, but there is a ton. We love college football. Welcome aboard. First of all, it's every one of our YouTube episodes brought to you by the #1 world sports betting app out there. It's called Outlier. If you haven't used it before, that's okay. We have a 7-day free trial for you here on YouTube and our channel page as well. End of every show in the comment section. Outlier does a lot of different things for you. Not only gives you what it gives you, trends of what's going on, the best bets out there. According to Outlier, percentage of hit rate is what they call basically that. Not only does it do that, not only is it going to show you where the money's pouring in on the books so you get an idea, also you can tell it which books that you currently do business with and have an odd shop for you, though, every bet you like on those odds. And stores multiple bets from multiple books all in one spot. Outlier, the app. Cheap, but even better than cheap, it's free for 7-day free trial. You can get that link off our comment section here on YouTube in every episode, or you can get it off our YouTube channel page. Just make sure you check it out. Let's get started. Like I said, as we've got a busy day in college football Thursday and Friday. Not only that, they're starting early at 5:30 Eastern time for the first game. So let's get you involved. Let's get you going with all of that. Let's get started. First game out of the chute. By the way, we will go through this. We're going to go through every game. We will tell you, though, which games we are in that we have personally played. We don't play every game. It's impossible because there's not a lot of value in every game. But there is value out there, especially Thursday and Friday. Let's get to it. 5:30 Eastern time, Boise State, Florida, South Florida. Boise State favored by 5.5, 62.5 total. Boise State like minus 218 on the money line. If you want to play Boise there, I don't blame you. First game of the season, as we saw with K-State, Iowa State. K-State, if they'd have been a few games in, would have played much better than what they did against Iowa State. But you've got to play a game. Boise State on the road here. This line's teetered between 5.5 and 6.5. It's back down to 5.5. A lot of books. We are in this particular game here. Boise State minus 1.5 in the first quarter plus money, plus -3 first half, and then -6 for the game. So we do like that Boise game. Think Boise with their returning quarterback, definitely going to make a difference in that one. Next game up, Ohio and Rutgers, 6 o'clock Eastern time. We are not in this particular game. A lot of people like Rutgers here. They're about a 16-point favorite, 51.5 total. Money line, they're about -700, which is, that's a lot of do-re-mi for a Rutgers game, isn't it? Woo, okay. We're not in this particular game. If we were thinking about playing here, under 51.5 might come into play. Don't like that Rutgers line at 16. If you can get it down to 13.5 where it's only 2 touchdowns, might be worth a play, and it's not going to be too overly juicy as well. Wouldn't play this on the money line, even if you're putting it in some monster parlay. -700 is not going to move the needle for you whatsoever. Next game up, Lafayette and Bowling Green, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Bowling Green, another big favorite here, 15.5, 51.5. Doesn't that sound familiar? And instead of money line at 700, like Rutgers was, they're at 800. Nothing for us in this particular game. If we had to play it, Bowling Green over the 51.5 would be something we would consider in that one as well. Next game up, East Carolina North Carolina State. We are in this game. We might even go back for some more on this game. This line keeps moving to North Carolina State. East Carolina can't keep things close. Total at 60.5. East Carolina should be able to score in this game as well. In this one, we loved East Carolina at 12.5. Like I said, we might go back for some more, but we'll give you the bets that we made earlier. East Carolina plus 4.5 first quarter, 7.5 the first half, 12.5 for the game. We do like that one. We like the dog, keeping it close. I don't know if East Carolina is going to win this thing outright, but I think they can keep it within 10 or maybe within a score on that one. North Carolina State's been disappointing now for multiple seasons. Do we expect them to be any better? No. That's the big reason behind that. I understand East Carolina is not a juggernaut, but don't expect them to get any better. All right, next game up, UCF. And that's Central Florida for all of you. Jacksonville State. So this is UCF is not going to be one of the better teams in the Big 12, but they do have enough firepower here for Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State might be able to score in this thing. 53.5 is the total. We did not detect the total, but something that we're interested in. We might go back and still yet play. We love UCF in this matchup, or I should say very much like. How about that? Is that a little bit better? UCF, though, we did get it 17.5. This thing's almost 21. UCF minus 4.5 first quarter, 9.5 first half, 17.5 for the game. On that one, I think they win this thing by 4 touchdowns. Their rushing offense should be dominant here. They should be able to get some big runs as well. I expect UCF to do well in this game here on Thursday night. Next game up, why not? A little bit more, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Wyoming and Akron for this one here. I'll be really honest with you here. I don't know about Wyoming. I don't think they're really, like, spectacular. I'm surprised at the line here. Akron, this line has went down. We got this last week at 7.5. It's down to 5.5. I think the home team might have a pop here to win this thing. If you're looking for an upset money line wise, you can get Akron plus 170-ish, somewhere around there. Total of 47.5. Wyoming's normally really good at home, struggles on the road. That's been the story for multiple years since Josh Allen left. It's been that's kind of how Wyoming's been. It's like as a bettor, you lay the points with them at home. You don't go with them on the road. That's how we're feeling in this Akron game to start off the year. We are invested in this game. Akron plus 2.5 first quarter, 3.5 first half, 7.5 for the game. I think Akron has an excellent chance, like I said, even to pull off the upset here against Wyoming to start off the year. Next game up, St. Francis, PA, and ULM. I'll be honest with you, I know a ton about college football. I know a lot about all the teams. These are two that are not high on the priority list for us to go through and do a lot of research on. No play for us in this one, but maybe lay it with ULM. I mean, St. Francis, PA sounds like they're playing the high school team there at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Next game up, Delaware State, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Delaware favored by almost 30. They're minus 100,000 on the money line, if that tells you anything there. Don't throw Delaware State into your parlay. You're probably going to lose traction in this one here. I will say this, normally about in-state games, 29.5, no matter how different the teams are, seems like a ton for us, but we're not anywhere interested or playing in this game. I guess plus 29.5, though, if we had to be in it. 7:30 Eastern time, UT Martin, Oklahoma State. We thought about this one. We've looked at it multiple times. The problem is that line's nearly 3 touchdowns at 20.5. Oklahoma State being the favorite here. I honestly think they win by 21-24, so not a lot of value for us in playing that particular game. If we had to do anything there, it would be Okie State. Next game up, 7:30 Eastern time. A lot of people like this one. We're not in it, but Duke and Elon. Duke 33.5. The main reason we're not in this one is to win by 35 points, which is basically about what you need here. You're going to need Duke to score a buttload. I don't know about the quarterback. I'm not as sold on the quarterback as some. Therefore, we're not in it. Can't play it. Don't want the other side at 33.5 with Elon either. Total at 47.5. So if you're thinking that, maybe Elon under team total Arizona's very limited on college football. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of that, so I don't know the exact number on that. But Elon under team total probably be a good way to go. They don't expect, the book doesn't expect much out of them offensively against Duke. Next game up, Central Arkansas, Missouri, 7:30 Eastern time frame. This is another one of those games like 35.5, 36.5, depending on what book you're getting it at. Mizzou offensively, can they score 45? I don't know. That's why we can't play this one here in particular. I guess if we did have to play it, we would lean slightly to Mizzou, but don't love it, wouldn't touch it, not interested in it. Next game up, SFA and Houston at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Houston favored by 22.5, total of 55.5. This is another game here we're not invested in. The play would be Houston for us. If that, this question is, can that offense produce 40-plus points? It should be able to in this one, but for all the Houston fans, I'm sure going to be playing that one there. We are in this next one, though. 9 o'clock Eastern time, Nebraska, Cincinnati. Dylan Raiola, year 2 of this kid that we saw for years down here in Arizona. Then the family moved to Georgia, and, you know, he was signed with Georgia and then didn't go with Georgia, and then was signed here, signed there, signed to Ohio State. I mean, the kid had letters. He signed with like 4 different schools before landing at Nebraska. Matt Rule pulled in one of the, top 5 in the class by getting Raiola to show up. Now, I think he has a better season. The defense is supposed to be better for Nebraska. Cincinnati's one of those slug-em-out teams, so normally they don't let games get too far away from them unless they're overmatched talent-wise. I believe they are here. We like Nebraska for 8+ wins this season. I think Nebraska has a good year. Now, are they going to compete with Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, those teams in the Big Ten, and Penn State? No. But they could be the next tier right below them. We love Nebraska in this spot. This line is down to 6.5. It was at 7 multiple times in the early weeks. Nebraska minus 1.5 first quarter, 3.5 first half, and 6.5 for the game. Next game up, because there's a bunch of Thursday, isn't there? Miami of Ohio and Wisconsin. More Luke Fickell. Wisconsin, in my opinion, is probably one of the bottom 5 feeders in the Big Ten. But Miami of Ohio and a MAC team, they should be able to handle. Total is 41.5. If you believe Wisconsin's going to cover the 17.5, don't you almost think they got to score 42? Keep that in mind there. We're not invested in this Wisconsin game. If we had over 41.5 is where we'd be hunting. Next game up, and the final one for Thursday, San Diego State, Stony Brook. San Diego State, 18.5 point favorite, total at 53.5, and the ridiculous money line at minus 1,000. This is the last game on Thursday. We're not involved in this one either. This seems to me like the Hawaii trap on every Saturday night. San Diego State, definitely a better team here. No, I don't think we're questioning that whatsoever. The question is they're going to win by 3 touchdowns plus. I think they've got a shot in this one. No play for us, but we would lean to San Diego State. Let's get to the Friday games. We get started at 6 o'clock Eastern time. Still a little bit early, right? I think they're trying to spread these out so people get as much college football as humanly possible. Tarleton State and Army. We looked at this game probably 17 ways from sideways, as Army was so good to us last year. We're still spending all that money they made us last year. Now, like Army, love the quarterback. Their offense is hard to stop. They got a quarterback that can throw the ball, but they don't throw it a ton. They got a quarterback that can run the ball. They're running a boatload. They've also got backs. Defense isn't horribly bad. No play for us here. If we had to, though, I would take that 14.5 and make it 13.5 and then take away with Army. Next game up, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Kalamazoo, Western Michigan, going against Michigan State. Michigan State, one of the bottom feeders in the Big Ten, has been for years. How do we play Michigan State minus 21 against anybody? I don't care. That is so many points for Michigan State. And it's a rivalry game, at least for Kalamazoo. Games in East Lansing. I would actually, no play for us in this particular one, but 21, I might take it to 21.5 with Western Michigan and take my chances there with the dog. Next game up, Kennesaw State, Wake Forest, 7 o'clock Eastern time as well. What can we say here? Wake Forest, obviously the better team. Total in this one is around, what is it? Basically 51 and a half. You're going to see that line pretty commonly a lot through week one as the books are trying to figure out. They don't have the data points either. So this is one of those weeks where you're going to get ahead of the books a little bit because they don't have the data points that the algorithm's going to sit there and go, the line should be 52 and a half or 53 and a half. So they'll put it at a 51 and a half, which is, over 7 touchdowns, but below 8, right? So this one here, we don't have a play in it either. Wake Forest is probably the way we lean and lay the points. Charlotte and Appalachian State, App State, a 5.5-point favorite on the road, and they are a much better team. I was shocked this thing wasn't over a touchdown here. I expect App State to be pretty good. Charlotte last year kept a lot of games in check, but 5.5 points is not even a full touchdown here for App State to get a win. I like the odds here. App State getting this thing, winning by more than a touchdown. Not a play for us either, but because I think they might win by 7. So there wasn't a lot of play in that one for us, or a lot of variance, or a lot of value. So nothing for us there, but would lean App State. Western Illinois and Illinois. This is one of those games I kind of wanted to play until the line got crazy. 45.5 for Illinois. Totals at 63.5. By the way, we mentioned this earlier in another game. They don't expect much scoring here at all from Western Illinois. So the better play, instead of laying 45.5, might be under the team total for Western Illinois if you can grab it. Wasn't available on our side yet as we're recording the show, but maybe closer to Friday on game time that will become available in a lot of spots. No play for us, but Western Illinois under the team total probably would work. Next game up, Wagner and Kansas, 7:30 Eastern time. KU, thank you very much for last week. That was a sweep of quarter, half, and game. First game at home in over a year after the construction being done at Memorial Stadium there in Lawrence. I like Kansas in this spot to win. Are they going to cover the 45.5? I don't know. Wouldn't touch it. They only scored 31 last week. They put the 31 up relatively early as well, and then kind of powered down. I like what the Jayhawks can be. They've got a third year or fourth year starter in Jalen Daniels. If he keeps the interceptions down and the fumbles down, KU has an excellent chance, I think, to play extremely well all season long. But don't like him in this particular spot. Wouldn't touch it. Just skip it. We are in the next couple, though. 8 o'clock Eastern time frame. Colorado at home against Georgia Tech. I know it's a new quarterback for Colorado. It's no Shador. But Colorado, no Travis Hunter, no Shiloh. Do we expect Deion Sanders, though, to lay down just because his kid's not a quarterback or he doesn't have Travis Hunter anymore? No. Great transfer quarterback from Liberty coming in. They grabbed Julian Lewis, who was a top 2 recruit for his whole 4 years down in Georgia, and all of a sudden he fell to like 5th or 7th because Deion got him. Everybody loved this kid. As a freshman in high school, he threw for over 50 touchdowns. Probably might get to see him in this game. I don't know if we will or not, but 5.5 is the line here. It's not enough. Or I'm sorry, my apologies. As the book goes dead. Thank you. As we're scrolling through DraftKings, kind of going in order here. And, of course, DraftKings decided to reboot during the middle of our show. We always appreciate that. Colorado getting the points. 4.5 is where it's at now. We got it at 4. We liked it there. I honestly think they win the game straight up. So taking them plus money on the money line, not a bad idea either. Colorado plus 0.5. First quarter, plus 3 the first half, plus 4 for the game. You can get it at 4.5 now at some spots. Love Colorado in this one. Next game up, we've got Auburn and Baylor. Everybody and their grandmother, and this one at 8 o'clock Eastern time frame as well, is all over like Auburn's going to be really good. Auburn hasn't been good since Cam Newton. Bo Nix, who everybody's in love with, his first 4 years at Auburn were a disaster. He was not good there. Baylor is a quality team. And getting 2.5, 58.5. I think there could be a lot of scoring here. We almost played the total in this one as well, but we like Baylor. We like them to win this game straight up. One of our favorite bets for Thursday, Friday, Baylor plus 0.5 first quarter, plus 0.5 first half, plus 2.5 for the game on that one. I just don't know how I get away from Baylor there. I don't trust Auburn in anything. Now, Auburn at home might be a different story. On the road, I mean, I've seen them play games where they barely score 10 points. I just do not see. Baylor has one of those teams that offensively can cook and put up in the 40s as they do in the Big 12 a lot. So Baylor for us in the opener. And then we get to UNLV, Sam Houston. UNLV, I will say this, was an absolute disappointment in week one. I understand new coach. I trust me, I do. But, oh, my God, how did they not win that game by closer to 30 points and they barely escaped with a W? Not a lot of confidence in that one there. That's why this line has shot completely down to 9.5. Going against Sam Houston. Sam Houston did exactly what they thought we would do last week, and that's lose to Western Kentucky by double digits. That was a monster win for us on our biggest play of week 0 with Western Kentucky. And that's even with the pick 6 that they got in that mess. And they still couldn't keep up with Western Kentucky. I don't know what UNLV is. They give up a lot of points. They're going to score a lot of points. If you're in this one, 61.5 over that, I think this game has a chance to hit the 70 mark. No play for us, but that's the way we lean there for you. Next game up, and we are in this one, and this is the final game Friday night, San Jose State, Central Michigan. If you guys don't get a chance to watch San Jose State, because if you're on the East Coast especially, all their games seem to be at midnight. So I understand completely. This game's awful late for you as well on a Friday, except for you college football junkies that just you have to stay awake for every college football game. Us here west, no problems, right? It still finishes late. But anyway, in this one, this line has shot up a little bit. San Jose State now 13.5-point favorite in a lot of books. 51.5. Like I told you, you're going to see that total quite a bit for week 1 as it was in week 0 as well. San Jose State was the pick for us. From 2-3 weeks ago. We love San Jose State. I understand the line has moved. I still like him at 13.5, even though we got it at 11.5. We'll give you our play. San Jose State minus 3.5 first quarter, 6.5 first half, 11.5 for the game. I will be shocked if San Jose State does not win this thing by 3 touchdowns. It's kind of what we had picked here. All right, that's a rundown of Thursday and Friday in college football. Saturday, Sunday, Monday to come on our next episodes. We had to break up college football week 1. Because there are so many games. Nobody's going to watch us for a full hour. So if we keep it under a half hour, maybe we got a chance of keeping your attention the entire time, right? Just a reminder, all of our YouTube shows brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app that is called Outlier. Not only that, it's 7-day free trial. I'm going to give you a week for free. That's what we're giving you. All you have to do is click the link at the comment section of the YouTube show or on our YouTube channel page. 7-day free trial. Yes, you have to put a card in because if you don't cancel, then it starts. Part of the program. Write yourself a reminder on your phone, folks. This is 2025. You can put a reminder on your phone to cancel something if you don't like it after the week. Not only are they going to give you great bet ideas, not only are they going to show you where all the money's coming in on the books, they're going to odd shop for you as well amongst all the books that you carry. Just tell it like I shopped at DraftKings, FanDuel, Bet365, ESPN, whatever. You can tell it that it'll odd shop for you. You can make the bet directly through there and store all of your bets in one place from multiple books. It's easy. It's fun. It's fantastic. If you don't want to join a Discord and pay that fee, you want to do all the research yourself, Outlier is a fantastic tool to help you out. Check out the 7-day free trial. Highly recommend it. We use it. It is a lot of stuff we use is based off of, well, our knowledge of the sports that we bet in. That's why we don't play in every sport. I don't know hockey that well. I know it enough to watch a game. I don't know it enough to play serious money at it. Same thing with soccer, but a lot of sports that we're in, we are heavily invested time-wise in, but we do use Outlier for a lot of other things as they help point out a ton of trends and everything else as well. WNBA, we've been crushing this year. A lot of it has to do with Outlier, period. They are awesome on trends and everything else. 7-day free trial in the comment section and on the YouTube channel page. Also, private Discord channel available for all of you out there. It is $50 per month. You're going to find that link also in the YouTube channel page as well at the end of every episode on YouTube in the comments section. It's $50 per month. If you're wagering well over $200 per month, and I promise you if you're watching this show, you might not think so. You're like, well, I only bet $10 a game. Yeah, but you hit the button more than 20 times in a month. Why not let us help you? Let us help you. Or you know what I mean? There's well over 200 plus members, approaching 300 that are in there floating ideas back and forth all day long and chatter. You get to talk with, it's like a monster group chat with a lot of people that enjoy the same thing you do, which is sports wagering. Not only that, you're going to get all of our bets early. You can see on multiple games as we went through college football here, we'd have saved you a lot on the point spread by doing that and the totals. It's a fantastic spot to be, folks. Like I said, there is a checkout. It says WAP. It's a WAP checkout. It's not an instantaneous invite. So once you sign up, it might take us a couple hours, but we will get you the invite over, get you in, get you all those bets early. College football, they've been sitting on now for 4 or 5 days, some of them for 2+ weeks. Season-long plays, if you're interested in the NFL, are still there. College ones are still there. You can still get in a lot of those, as there was only 10 teams playing in week 0, so you can still get on a lot of win totals. All that's going to be there on the Discord. Baseball's there. WNBA, which we don't put out for public consumption, is there. Formula One, which we smack constantly, we don't put out for public consumption as well. That's there. You're going to get college football, NFL football. You're going to get college basketball, NBA basketball. We've got bets every day. So many of them, you can't even play them all. We're degenerate enough to play them, but I think all of you can get in, enjoy it, make some money, and make more money than what you're paying for the damn spot. Discord channel available to you, comment section of every show here on YouTube and as well on the channel page. All right, that's a rundown. Like I said, we will be back with Saturday, Sunday, and Monday games in our next episode, so make sure you check that out as well. We will see you guys soon. Have a great one.